And moving on to the other big story that we're tracking at this hour, the Afghanistan government in fact released a statement and confirmed that daughter of Afghan envoy to Pakistan was abducted and tortured for several hours. Afghanistan wants Pakistan to take immediate actions, and what Republic has also accessed is the medical report of Afghanistan envoy's daughter, in which it is mentioned that she had some rope marks as well as a swelling marks on her body. She was admitted to the hospital as per the document that we have at around 9 p.m, a little after 9 p.m. on 16th of July, that is yesterday. Shersha Nawabi is joining us on the phone line. He will give us more details as far as Afghanistan's stand is concerned. Shersha, what are you gathering from your Afghanistan government sources?
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. Actually, this action was the most hard and most ashamed action that was happening in Pakistan for
trouble there connecting with Shersha Nawabi. We will get him on the phone line once again, but we have Abhishek as well joining us on the phone line. Abhishek, what are you gathering? How is Afghanistan government going to escalate this matter with with Pakistan government?
Well, Sanika, for one, we have seen it's a very strong statement that has come from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan, where they have asked Pakistan to make sure that their diplomatic staff and its safety and security is taken care of. And I think this has gone beyond protocols. Attacking the daughter of an envoy just because the president held a mirror to Pakistan and said that 10,000 Pakistani soldiers or insurgents have infiltrated into Afghanistan in the last 1 month with the sole objective of supporting Taliban, or that Vice President Amarullah Saleh telling the world that Pakistani Air Force has been providing air cover to the Talibani insurgents when they took or captured Spin Buldak, which is in Kandahar. So I think the Afghan government is very clear. They have said that this girl, 27-year-old Silsila Ali Khail, is in a hospital under medical care, and the State Department strongly condemns the Heinous Act and the manner in which this thing was carried out, and it has expressed concern about the safety and security of Afghan diplomats. And it calls on the government of Pakistan to take the necessary immediate action to ensure that full security is provided. Having said that, Sanika, what is important is that it's more than 24 hours, and the abductors and those who tortured Silsila are yet to be identified, and that in itself is a reflection of the collusion between the Pakistani state and these elements who are out to support Taliban against the Kabul regime.
Yes, and Abhishek, what about the radio silence from the Pakistan government? Because such an incident definitely is unprecedented. It's unheard of, an Afghan envoy's daughter being kidnapped, and the Pakistan government has not yet released a statement. No word from them. Absolute silence. Is there any statement that is expected from the Pakistan government? What are you gathering from your sources?
Would believe that after this statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan, there will be some kind of reaction. But let's not forget that if after 24 hours, abductors of an ambassador's daughter in Islamabad are not identified close to the diplomatic enclave when she was picked up, that in itself is a reflection or a statement of sort being made by the Pakistanis. Having said that, it could be the work of deep state within Pakistan, or those elements that get protection from the deep state. And an attempt has been made by abduction and torture of the daughter of Afghan ambassador to send a message across to the Afghan leadership that they should not be making the kind of statements that have been made in the last 24 hours, essentially underscoring the collusion of the Pakistani deep state with the Taliban and Taliban leadership.
Absolutely. And Abhishek, as you were speaking with us, we also have Shersha Nawabi, who is reporting for Republic TV in Kabul, and he's also keeping a close watch on the developments that are taking place as far as this story is concerned. Shersha, if you could give us details about how the Afghan government is planning to escalate this matter, this very unprecedented matter where an Afghan envoy's daughter was abducted and released, and the Afghan government is alleging torture. Shersha, if you can hear me, if you can tell us how the Afghan government is escalating the matter. Okay, we seem to have dropped that phone connection once again. We will try to reconnect him so as to get details about how the Afghan government is going to escalate this matter. But what we can tell our viewers is that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan had released a statement a few minutes back and confirmed the development of abduction and torture. Shersha is joining us once again on the phone line. Shersha, if you can give us details about Afghan government's next step so as far as this case is concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, I will speak with the sources in Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan. Foreign Affairs is a kind of a shame.
Okay, Shersha, we will try to reconnect with you because we seem to have some audio trouble there. But we have Sushant Sareen, Strategic Affairs expert, joining us on the phone line to give his first response on what we have on the Afghanistan government's statement. Mr. Sareen, if you can give us your response on this unprecedented development in Pakistan where Afghanistan envoy's daughter was kidnapped near the diplomatic enclave itself, and the Afghanistan government is now alleging torture.
Yeah, look, it was quite shocking to hear this news. Not really surprising because the Pakistanis have been assaulting, for example, Indian diplomats, harassing their wives and children. They've been doing something like that. The good thing is that the Indians give it right back to them once the Pakistanis do it. The really unfortunate part is that now the Pakistanis have descended to completely new depths. Sometimes I wonder how low these people can fall, what kind of a mindset it is. Of course, it is almost a Talibanized mindset in Pakistan. But, the level of low cunning to which the Pakistanis descend, I think it's really shocking. But, assaulting the daughter of any diplomat, and in this case, the ambassador of a country, I really think it's a repulsive move by the Pakistanis. Of course, they are now going to try and couch it in something. But clearly, given the kind of surveillance which is kept on diplomats and their families in Islamabad, it is inconceivable that something like this has happened without the Pakistani security agencies' involvement. So clearly, organizations like the ISI or some of the other organizations have been responsible for what is happening. The question now is, what is the reason behind it? Is it to pressure the Afghan ambassador? Is it to humiliate the Afghan mission, including the Afghan ambassador? That is what we need to try and figure out. It's difficult to figure that out because the news has just filtered in. That's difficult to fill out, but I don't think this is just simply, something which has happened out of the blue. There is clearly a method to this madness from the Pakistani side.
Yes, Mr. Sushant Sareen, you've made some very important points because, yes, like you rightly pointed out, even Indian diplomats have faced harassment in Pakistan, and what we witnessed right now, the statement of the Afghanistan government is absolutely shocking with the abduction of the daughter. Thank you very much for joining us on this live coverage.